off their exciting weekend win as new baseball champions, Elders baseball coach Mark Thompson and Madeira coach Jack Kuzniski. Gentlemen, are we still riding the high?
Definitely.
Yeah, we both are.
Unspeakable, unspeakable. Let's start with you, Mr. Thompson. 11 titles now for Elder. You've won one in every decade since the 40s. Tell me, going into this, you know it's 1999. Do the guys feel the pressure of trying to capture one and keep this tradition going on?
They've heard it every day, all season long, I think, and I don't know if they really felt pressure. These guys just believe in themselves.
Oh, come on. You had to talk to some of these guys and say some of these guys at 16, 17, 18 years old are feeling this pressure.
Honestly, we never talked about pressure, anything to do with it. We talked about the tradition at Elder, and they wanted to carry on the tradition. I'll tell you one thing, I felt it.
Did you?
A little bit. You know, that monkey jumped off my back.
Let me take you through some of the highlights real quickly of your championship game. You guys go into this, and this is a phenomenal baseball game, back and forth. Defensively, you guys were extremely strong.
We've been like that all year. It's just step up and make big plays all year long. That's been a constant for us.
How about your hitters? You seem to have so many confident guys stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been one or two guys all year. Guys have had the opportunity, they stepped up and contributed.
Dan Bachman strikes out 5, I believe, in the last 2 2/3 innings. How big was this guy on the mound?
Just unbelievable. You know, we thought we were going to lose him. We lost him for the majority of the year with knee surgery, and just getting him back was just a big plus before he started playing. So he was just, you know, he was huge.
You got it done.
Yeah.
50 straight years on this thing. Jack, it hasn't been 50 straight years for you guys. As a matter of fact, this is baseball title #1 for you. Do you feel any pressure going into something like this when you haven't done anything?
Well, when a school's never won a state championship, there's not a whole lot of pressure on you to win one. It's not like we won 11 or 10 like Elder did, but whatever we were going to do, we were going to be happy, but we really wanted to win it.
Were there expectations going into this season talking about this?
Yeah, right after the season, Kenny Fields, my #1 pitcher, came up to me, and they had gone really far in the basketball tournament. They went to state Final 4, and he came up to me and goes, you know, I really think baseball can be better than basketball. And, you know, I agreed with him. We were 24-4 2 years ago. Most of the guys on the team were freshmen and sophomores. And last year we had a down year at 18-9. And, you know, we really thought we could come back and be pretty strong this year.
A few of the highlights from your final game. You guys get this done on a 10-4 win. Did you feel confident that you were overmatching this team?
We knew we could run on their catcher. We thought their pitchers were pretty good, and their pitchers were real quick to home plate. We thought we were a stronger team than them. The game was actually a lot closer than what the final score. It was 5-4 going into the 6th inning, and then Mike Novikov, who only had 3 at-bats during the tournament, pinched hit and hit a 2-run homer. And up to that point in the season, he only had 1 extra base hit going into that at-bat. I was just hoping he'd get a base hit and drive in a run. He was a good hitter, but we never dreamed he'd hit 1 out.
I want to chat some more about these phenomenal seasons for you guys. We will do that when we come back. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the coaches for a little bit more, and take a look at the Sports Authority lineup card real quick. Find out what's on deck. 11:42, we head back to the Memorial. Tim Bray going to catch up with the Golden Bear, Jack Nicklaus. All right, all right, all right. Goodness gracious. The answer to our trivia question coming up right now. Here's your trivia question. Who's your 11th title holding state champions from Elder High School? Gentlemen, you got to hear it now. Come on, give me something. Oh, all right. The Elder Panthers are in the house. All right, all right, all right, all right. Goodness gracious, you let them go and they take it forever. I suppose you get a chance to romp up on this. Jack, let me ask you, as you go into this, you win 1 title, does that now, as you say, there was no pressure to go into this. What does this do to you now? You had 6 starting seniors this year.
Well, it's going to make next year tough because everybody's going to be shooting for us. And, you know, we're going to need some people to step up next year because we're losing a lot of talent this year. Our #1 pitcher, our #3, and our #4 pitcher. So we got a major rebuilding year next year.
And we talk about that, Mark. How difficult is it to rebuild in a high school situation? You really don't exactly know what you're coming up against, and you don't know how guys are going to perform year in, year out. What do you do now after this?
Enjoy this one for a while. And
don't think about next year yet?
Not yet, but when the time comes, we'll just go about our business the same way, trying to prepare the guys, and hopefully guys step up.
I want to talk real quickly because we're running out of time. Guys, I want an opinion from both of you. We're talking about the Major League Draft, seeing so many of these guys now focused in the high school level. Are these guys going too early to try and be pro before they're going to college? I'll ask you first, Jack.
Well, I think it depends on the money. I mean, you're talking about a high school player getting drafted out of high school. I mean, if a kid gets $1 million signing bonus, it's hard to pass that up because they can use that money to go on to college.
When you get drafted out of high school, they tend to give you a couple more years to develop, and they'll bring you along a little bit more slowly in most cases, but I think it's different for each individual.
All right. Gentlemen, right now, just congratulations. Enjoy the limelight for a little while. Enjoy your summer now that school's almost over and finished up. Nice to have you here tonight. Guys, thanks for being in the house tonight as well. Golf fans, welcome back, Jack.